This Labor Day at Lowe's, shop member-only doorbuster deals for a limited time. Save $50 on an Ego string trimmer, now $169. Plus, get 50% off select Holland pavers. Not a rewards member? Sign up for free today. But hurry, Labor Day doorbuster deals won't last long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/1 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Thrill me.
I'm gonna name you Kodo. You get a name too, Podo.
His name is Happy Harry Hardon. He's a total sex maniac. Of course.
Welcome, everybody, to another Q's and T's installment of the Unkind Rewind. We'll be sitting down with Steve Miranda, old buddy of mine from LA. He writes, he works on TV and film on set too. We'll get to know him in a little bit. And for those unfamiliar with the podcast, the way this works is Sean and I will talk for a little bit. We'll kick it to our pre-interview that we did with Steve. And in the pre-interview, Steve will be discovering what movie he has not seen since his childhood that we will be potentially ruining for him in an exercise called the Unkind Rewind. As always, I am Josh Duggan. I'm your host. I'm joined here by my co-host, Sean McGrath. Sean, how are things?
Things are good. We're getting the first little snippets of the Indian summer that's coming in New York.
Nice.
Have you seen that breakdown where it's like summer, then second summer, then cold snap, then extreme summer? We're just after extreme summer in New York.
Okay.
But yeah, things are, kids are going back to school. There's a little bit of a snap in the air now at night. We're not necessarily walking around on a big pizza stone, radiating heat at all hours of the night.
Yeah.
Where even the cockroaches die.
Right.
Like, they're just turned up, belly up. Like, they just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are good. Went to go see Hard Boiled.
For those, the John Woo, Chow Yun Fat.
Yeah, Tony Young. Little baby Tony Young.
That's funny.
In the Mood for Love.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in so long.
Oh, it's...
Like, I think maybe the last time I saw it was with you.
Most likely.
As like, undergrads.
I was watching it often. That would have been on VHS. One of the few VHSs probably I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great. It's just unpretentious. It leans into everything. It's so confident in what it's doing. And yeah, it just, I don't know. There's so many little things about Hard Boiled that just make it the standout from that genre. And yeah, I mean, I'm just lucky that it's playing on a big screen in New York. That's not something that's often the case in most cities. You're not going to be able to just go down to your local megaplex and say, yeah, can I see the 1990 John Woo movie, please?
Yeah.
Maybe it's 92. 92.
As has been the case for pretty much the whole summer you were traveling.
Yeah, did some traveling. The first part of that trip was better than the second part of the trip. But I went up to Canada, an area that you've been, right?
Yeah.
The Calgary-Banff area.
Mm-hmm.
Wished an old buddy well as he sets forth into married life. But, as is often the case, things went awry. And the Air Canada strike, which, you know, I still kind of have to wrap my head around this, that these flight attendants don't get paid until the plane takes off. Do you know about this?
No.
Like, they don't get paid when you're boarding.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did know this, yes.
They get paid when the plane is in flight, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, dealing with idiots like us is something that is, like, really hard to... The timing of that is really difficult, I guess, for...
Because the worst part of their job is unpaid.
Right. Yeah. Helping people get through the boarding and onboarding process. Now, granted, if I'm the airline, I might push back and say, well, the time that you're in the air is really well compensated. And so...
Not well enough.
Not well enough, perhaps, but we're going by... I think that Alaska might be one of the airlines that actually pays when you start boarding. I think I talked to a flight attendant once. Anyway, long story short, that strike came while I was in Canada. And let's just say it led to some extra time in Canada for me. So I got back later than I wanted to. You know, let's not harp on the negative, though. I mean, I was in the bosom of the most majestic Rocky Mountains that I can't remember being in.
It's staggering.
Yeah, and I can't remember being in a situation like that where you feel so ensconced, perhaps, by the mountains.
Yeah.
Every drive was a delight through that area.
Yep.
What were you up there for? Just a family trip?
My wife's sister got married in Waterton Lakes National Park, which is about an hour and a half south of Banff, right on the border.
Oh, cool.
That's on the north side of the border from Glacier, so they're like a joint international peace park or something. So then after that, we went up to Banff.
So you were in the more rural part of Alberta.
Well, I stayed in Calgary also.
Okay.
And Waterton Lakes, there's a town there and one of those old Canadian Railway hotels.
Love it. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I haven't been to... This was my first time to Alberta. It's my first time to Calgary. It's my first time to Banff. And even despite living in the Pacific Northwest for as long as I did, man, I should have been up there more often. I should have been in these mountains, Josh. It was good for the soul.
Yeah.
Just to 360 panoramic degree view of the Rocky Mountains. Like, I don't know.
The Canadian Rockies, it can't be stressed enough. They're bigger.
Yeah.
They're better. Like, it's really fucking something when you're out there.
And being that they're Canadian, they're probably a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
What's new with you? Seen anything?
Last week, we were on the North Shore with Jackie's family.
You didn't see any Rocky Mountains, though.
I didn't, though we did go to... Jackie and I drove up to Thunder Bay one of the days, so
Okay.
I got up there. There was a cool waterfall. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but I think it's Kakabeka Falls, which were really cool. If I'm not mistaken, they're the second largest waterfall in Ontario.
If you're from Kakabeka, please write in and let us know
Yeah.
if Josh got that pronunciation right.
Yeah, I took a stab. But so that's about 30 kilometers outside of Thunder Bay. Then we went into Thunder Bay and did some stuff. And then I watched a documentary about Thunder Bay where the police don't give a shit about you if you're First Nations.
Ooh.
And there are, like, the number of deaths that they should have investigated and didn't since 2010.
Since 2010?
Since 2010.
Oof.
The number of deaths is so much higher than you would ever think possible. It's shocking. But it's on Amazon Prime. It's just called Thunder Bay. It's a 4-part series that's really infuriating. Very good doc.
Did you partner that with the documentary Sugarcane?
No, I did not.
Okay. You're holding off on that?
I have not watched it yet.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. Okay. I guess maybe I should take back my assessment of the Canadian Rockies being nice.
Well, Thunder Bay's not in the Rockies, so.
Right, but they're Canadian.
Yes, yeah.
Thunder Bay, I was like 11 years old. I was in Thunder Bay for a children's theater performance. I was on tour.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, we started in Thunder Bay, Ontario.
What was the production?
The Canterville Ghost by Oscar Wilde.
Okay.
Have you heard of that?
I don't know it.
No? Okay. Will you read it by the next time we talk?
Were these all sellouts?
In a matter of speaking. We really shilled hard.
Yeah.
We really just abused the spirit of Oscar Wilde. We hit all the gay stuff.
Cool.
So definitely, they were definitely sellouts.
I mean, Thunder Bay wasn't bad, but the documentary was upsetting. Very upsetting.
Yeah, aside from policing and maybe the legal system for Native people.
There being no justice for people who were likely murdered. Yeah. Yep.
Aside from those two nitpicky things, like you're generally a fan of Canada.
I like Canada.
Yeah.
But they have a very, very, like, maybe even more fraught relationship with the First Nations people than America does, which is fucking saying a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got some big shoes to fill if you're going to come at us like that.
Yeah, but, mass graves, 250 people at the Indian re-education schools. But that's bad. That's bad. Really bad. We were also doing the bullshit re-education stuff. I don't want to like let America off the hook here. Both countries were very fucking bad to the indigenous people that the white people displaced.
Yeah, for all the talk about what to do if you encounter a grizzly bear when I was up in Banff, really, it's a white man that you really got to be careful about.
Yeah. But I do generally like Canada, yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's get that. Yeah, let's end there on Canada.
Mm-hmm.
End on a positive.
Yeah. We have some stuff to pick up, I guess, from
let's pick up
the previous episodes. Dipping back into the conversation with Laurie Ferraro on the pre-interview before Urban Cowboy, Mobius 13 actually watched Turk 182.
So Laurie wasn't lying.
Yeah, it does exist.
It does exist. It wasn't just a... See, I thought it might have been just like some movie that like her down on his luck father like created.
Had the neighborhood create, yeah.
Yeah, like kind of like a let's all scratch
on VHS.
Together.
Yeah,
totally. Like no cuts.
Edited in camera.
Yeah.
So he said, apologies, I did not get my review of Turk 182 last week. Just know I was watching via AirPlay from my phone to my TV and it kept shutting off. Mm-hmm. Not even my TV wanted to be subjected to whatever that was. A shame because it was a great cast.
We really need to have, like, if Turk 182 shows up on another list, and it won't.
It will not, no.
But if it does, if it does, we need to really consider it. We need to prioritize it.
Yeah. I know Gopher Balls had seen it also, but I talked about that before.
Because I had a chance. I picked it up at Movie Madness last time I was there. I actually held it. But I was like, I can't do this now. I have to wait for the next Laurie Ferraro. Yeah, the next
sicko who has that movie on their list.
The next kid who lived in Laurie Ferraro's neighborhood.
Yeah.
And saw the movie her father created as a way to pick her up when she was sick with mono or something.
And got Robert Urich and Robert Culp to be involved.
Yeah, they weren't doing it. It was a Make-A-Wish thing for those guys.
Yeah. Getting to risky business. And it's a bummer. The last two movies so many people have seen, but neither one have been available. They both dropped off of the streaming services after we recorded, which is fucking irritating. So, like, with both Urban Cowboy and Risky Business, they're pretty much only streaming VOD, which is fucking irritating as hell.
Well, here's the thing. Like, people didn't really bat an eye going to the video store and paying $3 or $4 for a movie back in the day.
Right.
So I guess you could still do that.
Sure.
You know, we're eerily close to me going on another rant about the streaming services, but yeah. Which one's Risky Business and
Urban Cowboy?
For very different reasons, those movies are worth watching.
Yes.
Very different reasons. Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, both have female co-stars who kind of steal the show. So in that sense, that's kind of for the same reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think one is markedly, one held up much, much better than the other.
Right.
The other, Urban Cowboy, is very problematic and kind of infuriating, but.
Yeah. And both have
Scientologist stars.
Yes, exactly. Can you imagine Scott Glenn showing up in a mesh shirt, though, to like collect from Joel or something?
Dude, he would have been so much more intimidating.
Oh.
They missed their shot.
I know. If Joey Pantoliano's showing up, I'm going to be like, hey, how's it going? If Scott Glenn is showing up at my door in a mesh cutoff, whatever he wants.
Like when Tom Cruise is dwarfing you in a scene.
Yeah.
And it's possible apple boxes were used.
Yeah, or ditches.
Sure. Yeah, or ditches. But when Tom Cruise is dwarfing you, especially Tom Cruise when he's like lost 15 pounds.
He's not dwarfing Scott Glenn.
No.
Sorry.
No. Anyway. So to Risky Business, Karen Rayner, our guest for Tuck Everlasting, saw that we were doing Risky Business and said, I watched this movie way too young, which is pretty weird because Karen was one of our guests who had parents who were very careful about what their children saw. So I don't know how that slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, we need to bring Karen back just to ask that question.
Yeah, I'll reach out and see if she can at least call in to the call-in line. Anyway.
Did she see it in a closet? Like with a flashlight?
I really want to know.
Okay.
I really want to get to the bottom of this. Then Jeremy Steen, Dogs Be Out on Letterboxd, rewatched and said, God loves a working girl. Which, yeah. Gopher Balls reminisced about Risky Business, skeeting, I was too young to see Risky Business in the theater, but got the folks to rent it one weekend. I knew from the trailer and word of mouth not to watch it with them. So I waited until they left to run errands and kept one eye out the window. Credits started right as they pulled into the driveway.
Wow, good timing.
Great timing.
Oh man, nailed it. I mean, had they come in like the last 20 minutes, it probably would have been okay, except for maybe that like really well-fitted dress DeMornay was wearing in that kind of like last scene. That may have been the tip to the parents that like this could have been something else. But yeah, great timing on that.
Yeah. Again on Blue Sky, Mobius 13 said of Risky Business, Night Shift, Dr. Detroit, Risky Business. There was a real run of movies with guys you'd never suspect running prostitutes due to circumstances in the early 1980s. Which, yeah, yep. Have you seen both of those?
Dr. Detroit? No.
Okay, that's with
Aykroyd?
Aykroyd, yeah. You've seen Night Shift, though, right?
I've seen part of Night Shift. I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
That was...
that's not Keaton, right?
Winkler and Keaton.
Keaton, yeah.
They're running prostitutes out of the morgue.
I don't think I've seen the whole thing of that, no.
I believe Shelley Long's in that, too.
Weird. Back when she did movies.
And that's one of Ron Howard's first, feature films. He'd
Pre-Cocoon.
done some TV movies, but, yeah.
No, those might come up, but...
Yeah, I'm assuming they'll both be on lists.
Because of the look on his face, I thought Dr. Detroit was a horror movie when I remember seeing that.
Horror.
Because he looks maniacal, right? Like if you see the...
If I remember correctly, yeah.
The box art, Aykroyd looks like he's possessed. So I thought it was probably horror. I probably stayed away for that reason. But yeah, maybe they'll come up here in the Unkind Rewind.
That was probably influenced by Dr. Giggles.
But Dr. Giggles was later, right?
Yeah, I know, but...
And that's... What's his name? Larry Drake? Is that right? Larry Drake from Darkman? I think he was like on Law and Order or something. He had...
It is Larry Drake, yeah.
LA Law, maybe. He has some kind of like legal show credit. He's a scary dude.
It also had Holly Marie Combs from Charmed, Glenn Quinn, R.I.P. from Angel and Roseanne, and Clifton Young.
Which one was he on Roseanne?
He was Mark. Becky's husband, boyfriend, yeah.
Okay.
Who died from a heroin overdose.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Was that covered on the show?
He died of a heroin overdose while he was on Angel.
When they did Roseanne again, did Becky have Mark back with the new actor?
No, Mark... I think they had gotten divorced.
On the show?
On the show. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay.
I can't say with any authority.
The Connors.
I know I saw it once, but...
Yeah, it's the Connors now, sorry.
Yeah. Well, it was Roseanne when it came back, and then they rebranded it.
Wonder why.
Yeah. And then Mobius 13 went on to say, Curtis Armstrong with one of the all-time great movie quotes, sometimes you just have to say, what the fuck? If you can't say it, you can't do it. My best friend and I must have quoted that line back and forth at least once a week all through high school.
Did Curtis Armstrong, you would know this, have a good TV career?
He was main cast on Moonlighting. He got added during season 2 as a recurring, and then was main cast for seasons 3 and 4. I think there were just 4 seasons of Moonlighting. Maybe they're 5. But he was main cast for the last 2 or 3 seasons of Moonlighting. It was like basically Willis and Shepard, and then Alice Beasley, who was the receptionist, and then the only other main cast was Curtis Armstrong.
He, I don't really know his career other than, of course, the movies that we're going to cover here predominantly.
He was in New Girl as Jess's principal for a little while. So that was a recurring. I mean, he's definitely had like recurring roles on TV since then. But
yeah, he's a strong actor, and he's a great character actor for what you want. Yeah. Like, there's not too many people that look or sound or act like Curtis Armstrong.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's other stuff that I'm forgetting, but those are the things that jump out to me immediately because I've seen them in the last like 4 or 5 years. So,
but it's true. Sometimes you do have to say "what the fuck."
Yeah, for sure. And if you can't say it, you can't do it. So we're going to be talking with Steve Miranda here in a second.
Good old Steve.
This is a fun one. This is another movie that I oddly don't have much of a relationship with, but I'm like the only person in our generation who didn't.
You're the only person alive, American, who doesn't have a strong, like, visceral reaction to this title.
I think I wasn't sure if I had not seen it. I had not seen this movie.
So when Josh talks about not seeing this movie,
I can't remember. It's been a little while, but I think that I am not sure if I've seen it. I know that I've seen the second one.
Okay, that's a big hint right there. But
not that big of a hint. Every movie was given a sequel in the 80s.
Yeah, that's true. Was there a sequel to the sequel?
Sorry, I jumped on it and we're doing Ghostbusters, and I didn't see Ghostbusters. I only saw Ghostbusters 2.
No, because everybody saw Ghostbusters, even you.
I know. I saw Ghostbusters like 1,000,000 times.
But I would say that if I met you in school and I found out that you hadn't seen this movie, I would have done a bunch of prejudgments about your childhood and your parenting and probably your zealous religious background. That wouldn't have been true at all.
No.
It's just the fact that you didn't see this would lead me to believe all these very conservative things about you.
Yeah, every once in a while, there's just weird ones that slip through the cracks.
That's true. There's always ones like this for everybody.
Yeah.
In the same way that everybody has a Turk 182.
Sure.
Everybody has a weird thing that they watched a lot that everybody just is completely confounded by. This is, like, this is a bad example, but, like, I was, like, one of the last people to see Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, I saw it when I was in, like, 3rd grade.
Yeah, it just took me forever to see Gone with the Wind. And so I had no frame of reference.
I didn't see Sound of Music until, like, 3 years ago.
Well, you're anti-musical, though.
I'm not wholly anti-musical, but I don't like them generally.
You have an anti-musical
I definitely didn't like The Sound of Music.
No, it's not your movie.
I think the music in Sound of Music's terrible, but whatever.
What's a great musical, then, for you?
Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Okay. So counterculture, anti-musical.
You know I'm right on that, though. That one is great.
All right. I'm going to need some more examples, but I'll credit your wife with making you see Sound of Music finally.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of others.
All right. We'll get back to Josh. Why don't you write into the show?
Yeah. I'll call in.
Yeah. Why don't you call in? By the way, what is our call in?
Our call in number is. Give me a second. Our call in number is 507-479-6440. I know, Jeremy, you were talking about fucking calling in. Call in, you coward.
Yeah.
And leave your message.
Yeah. Tell Josh musicals that he should see.
Don't do that. If it gets people to use the call in line, whatever.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. I mean, I had to sing all of those fucking songs in choir.
What is it, you cunt face? Do you know that line?
I can't remember what that's from.
So, Mother Superior is talking to Maria, and the line is, what is it that you can't face?
You can't face, yeah. Because she's got a thick Austrian accent, it sounds like she's calling her cunt face.
Yeah. It's a great line. What is it, you cunt face?
Great line, Reed.
I think if I'm the director and I got my headphones on at that point, I go,
could we get another pass of that?
Yeah.
I know we're shooting on film, but it seems like...
I really need to hear that CA. Okay?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mother Superior. Mildred. We do one more? All right.
Easily the best part of the movie, I'm sure.
Oh.
Anyway.
You're just instigating our listeners here.
I am. Okay, so without further ado, Steve Miranda. Welcome, everybody, to another Q's and T's installment of the Unkind Rewind. I'm Josh Duggan, hailing currently from the Twin Cities. Joined, of course, as always, by my co-host, Sean McGrath. How are things, Sean?
Hey-o, how's it going?
Oh, things are fine. Things are fine.
You're hailing from...
Hailing, yep.
Jesus Christ.
Next week, I'll be sleeting from.
You're always a little bit sleeting.
Yeah. Or, as Schwitters loves to say, groveling.
Yeah, there's a little dampness to you.
Yeah.
And a little coldness.
Yes. Oh, that's ever present.
Yeah.
This week, we are joined by our special guest, Steve Miranda. Hey, Steve, how are things?
We all know the answer to that question.
Yeah, how wet are you, Steve?
Scale from 1 to 10, W.
Yeah.
Sounds humid.
Yeah. So, some of the audience may not know you, Steve. Why don't you tell those who don't a little bit about yourself?
I was born and raised in Bel Air. My dad died when he was pregnant with me, 9 months before I was born.
Wow. One
time I went to a seminar regarding how to properly take a poop in a cup, and then it turned out to be 2 girls in a cup video, and no, you can cut all that. I hate that question so much.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm born and raised in LA, underpaid in the industry, and just another writer who probably won't be in a writer's room until he's 60.
Sure, yeah.
And is that the industry, Steve?
Film industry, reality TV,
Yeah.
Oh, fun stuff.
Not that you want to be in reality, obviously. Yeah.
I mean, it pays the bills, so.
Yeah. But as someone who writes, you would, and should, I would argue, like to be in a writer's room.
At this point, I'm not even sure anymore.
Hey, I did leave. I fucking get it. As far as writing's concerned, you are one of my writer friends who I'm never hesitant to respond to, hey, I've got this thing. Which
I'm honored.
Yeah, I know a mutual friend of ours and I were talking recently about one of your scripts, both of us really liking it.
Which friend?
Jared.
Oh, did he send you?
No, I've already read that. I read that years ago.
Talking about Nepo babies?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I read that a while ago.
I don't remember sending you that.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
But it's
cool.
fine. Yeah.
All right, well, Jared hasn't told me anything, so that's nice to hear.
Jared liked it.
Oh, well,
yeah.
You can tell him thanks, I guess. We're communicating through you.
But you are one of the more active writers. I don't, frankly, know how you have the time to write as much as you do.
Oh, it's just pure rage at this point. Just like if, what was his name?
Taylor Sheridan?
What the fuck has he started? Bill Burr used to, make fun of him for, keep him on the... Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong, keep him on the bike. Don't ever let him do anything. If all he's doing is just doing steroids on a bike, just keep him on the bike. Same here. Just keep me writing. Don't have me stop writing or things will get crazy.
Yeah, things will be bad.
Steve, do you have clean urine?
Oh, absolutely. It's the cleanest urine.
You wouldn't piss hot if we tested you?
Oh, no, you could, serve lemonade with that urine.
Cool.
It's good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So a slight asterisk on the Armstrong comparison.
Yeah, more like if that's all he's going to do, then just keep him doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Steve's blood doping, don't get me wrong, but he's not.
Steve's in the Icarus Project.
Yeah.
Swapping in that sweet, sweet blood.
You know.
As someone who used to live in Austin, you would hear horror stories about Lance and his then wife and
Oh, God.
their children in youth sports. They were like the worst parents to have like your kid be in a league with.
Oh,
They were
I
just monstrous.
couldn't imagine Little League with Lance Armstrong.
Oh, God. Horrifying shit.
Yeah.
So, what would you describe your childhood as having been like?
Oh, clearly healthy and full of love. And which is totally the reason why I entered the industry, in film industry, because I clearly was raised with unconditional love, and I didn't need the admiration of strangers.
Yeah, the constant reinforcement and yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. So the movies that I watched clearly wasn't trying to fill that void.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, she knows.
I know. I'm joking. What would you kind of describe yourself like as a child?
Jeez.
Sometimes we like to have our guests get on the couch.
No, it's fine. I mean, again, these are the questions that I have to answer in every writer fellowship I enter in with my essays. And it's like, oh, thank you for constantly having me relieve these traumas. So it's fine. I guess I was an energetic child. I was basically doing parkour before it was even a thing.
Yeah.
And because I was so active, I would draw the attention of other animals and pets. I was very pet orientated. Like I was basically like Mexican Snow White. Well, I guess it's redundant. Well, male Mexican Snow White. But like I had like in my backyard a wolf dog, a lovebird riding on it, and then a turtle in the yard walking up to them, and then like a rabbit too. Like it was just like a little forest I had back there. So,
are you still like that, Steve?
In fact, I think you might see Daisy
on cue.
There she is.
Daisy popped up.
Yeah. Yeah, Daisy I actually rescued 6 months ago. I could tell she was like, "Hey, baby." And I could tell, oh, there she is. Oh, that's a cute little. Look at that. It's like I planned this.
Yeah, it's like you have a wrangler in the room hiding.
It's a very Snow White move to put your finger out and have a bird land on it, or gesture to an open landing.
I mean, I think a bird would be more likely to land on the finger than a cat to do anything that anyone ever wanted it to.
It would have been really funny if it was a current stray that had just wandered in just now.
Oh, that's not my cat.
That's actually how I got another cat. But no, I actually rescued her from here, and it just so happened the squirrel was about to assault her. But luckily I knew this squirrel because I talked with him every day.
Sure.
And I just remembered interrupting their argument, and she just had this look like, who the fuck is this guy talking to this squirrel, and why is the squirrel talking back to him? And that was like the final, like, because I was like introducing myself to her for months, but I could tell that was it. That was like, oh, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I should go home with him. So then the next day she was like, yeah, I'll go with you. And she followed us into her apartment, and she's been our happy little girl.
So no real backstory, just kind of a mysterious lady of the night that just kind of wandered into your life.
Well, I mean, I'd say, she was definitely abandoned.
Any idea how old she is?
Oh, I gotta say at least 3.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 2. But yeah, she was definitely abandoned, and she had this like look like, what the fuck happened type thing. But she's adjusted well.
You still see that squirrel?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, this podcast is ostensibly about movies.
We're tying into that because
we did mention.
Oh, no. For sure. This is all building into. We asked you for a list of films that you grew up watching that you haven't seen, basically as an adult.
And it was 7 different versions of Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah.
There are animals in a lot of these movies. But your list was Bingo, which I had no idea what that movie is.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I still remember it so well, everything about it.
Okay. But Bingo, E.T., The Never-Ending Story, Look Who's Talking Now, Cop and a Half, Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey, Kickboxer, Poltergeist, Munchies, and Gremlins. Before we get to which one we chose.
A lot of critters.
Yeah, lot of critters.
A lot of critters.
I actually did a Critters binge watch over the weekend.
Nice.
Same.
Do you have any idea as to which movie we chose? Any inklings?
I mean, the obvious one would be Bingo, but if I had to guess, maybe you chose... I guess E.T. is also obvious, too. I guess I'm going to go with Poltergeist.
Okay. We didn't go with Poltergeist.
Okay.
It's considered.
It was considered. We went with The Neverending Story.
Ah, damn it. That's the one I didn't want to watch.
You didn't want to ruin it, maybe?
Yeah. Because I was like, out of the other movies, I'm like, I could probably rewatch those, but Neverending Story I purposely avoided. Because I was like, I know that's not going to be as good.
Sure. I mean, maybe it will be. Honestly, every once in a while, a movie totally surprises the guest and holds up better than they expected.
Mm.
And sometimes, like, they like it more than they probably did at the time. Anyway, memory can be a tricky thing. Having not rewatched The Neverending Story in ages, can you briefly describe, just like a minute or two, what you remember the basic general plot of the film being?
I remember this kid also growing up in a very loving household.
It was the 80s.
Yeah, you know. And he finds a book that he's able to escape in. And then you're following the character in the book. And he has to go on this journey. I forgot what the specifics were. But I remember there was this, like, angelic child queen type girl. And his horse dies. I remember that. That was burned into my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a source of trauma there?
Oh, I mean, more like, it prepared me for also, you know, having to say goodbye to all my various animal friends. But
maybe there was a point to all the kinder trauma that was inflicted on us as children with the movies we watched.
I don't hate on it. I wish more dark fantasy came back.
Yeah.
Because you kind of need that now. Like, if anything, that prepared me for today.
We are in a frozen hellscape now. Yes.
Yeah.
We're all
like
just dragging our loved ones through the mud. trying to find some salvation.
And obviously I remember Falcor and flying through the sky. And that's about it.
Okay. How old were you when this was like a fixture of your youth?
Oh, I had to say 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it pretty much just then, or did this like continue till you were 10, or was it kind of localized?
I probably watched it because I recorded every fucking movie I watched. I figured out, I'm like, if I hook up these 2 VCRs, I can record one tape into the other tape.
Okay.
And, God, that's when I should have gone to electrical engineering. Whatever.
So hypothetically, you would have got this from the video store and then made your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
hypothetically,
I did,
Steve.
Yeah, hypothetically, right? Of course. I mean, who would prosecute me at this age? Like, Blockbuster's done.
Oh, we've had guests get swatted while taping.
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
I believe you, even though I know you're joking.
That's by far the most YouTube counts we have are episodes where that happens.
Oh lord, but yeah, I did that.
So maybe this lingered till like early throughout teenage years, perhaps, or
oh no, I definitely didn't visit in my teenage years. I'd say the latest was 11, and even then, maybe it was just 10.
You don't think you've seen this since at all?
Oh, I know I haven't because I've purposely avoided rewatching it.
All right, well then this is going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Sean, did you grow up watching this?
yeah, this was on heavy rotation. I don't know at one point this was introduced, but we did have the Neverending Story book in the house too.
Okay.
And they did a really cool thing. It was written by Michael Ende, I want to say. And they did a really cool thing where they changed the color of the text between green and red, chapter to chapter. So, I mean, at least in the version we had, so you knew what world you were you were in. If you were in,
Okay.
Sebastian or Atreus. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that, but I know that the story was kind of both in book and movie form were kind of beloved in the family.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably been 20 plus years since I've sat down. There's a lot of parts of this movie that have kind of found their way into the zeitgeist, so I'm guessing I've seen little clips here and there more recently, but I don't think I've sat down and watched it straight through in 25 years.
Yeah. I honestly am not 100% sure I've even seen it.
Oh, wow. That's very...
I know that I've seen The Neverending Story Part 2.
Yeah.
And I think I saw this one when I was like 19, but this was not a movie that we grew up with.
Why did you go back to it at 19?
I think it was like at the front desk in the dorm.
Okay.
And I'm a weird, I have the sort of personality where if I have not seen something, I feel like I need to fucking see it. So I think I've probably seen it once, but it didn't leave an impression at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you might have been...
I was a jaded, 19-year-old.
Yeah,
why
I think
would
you might have been
it's not for me.
The past... your skin was not impressionable anymore, right? You had your
it was scaled over.
Scaled over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that when you see this, at least visually, even if it doesn't register anything emotionally for you, you're going to know just by having a memory. You're like, oh, yeah.
I mean, I know Falcor, obviously, but...
I think it'll be beyond just Falcor.
And, the fucking song was obviously irritatingly used in Stranger Things.
The song's everywhere, right? You don't have to have seen this movie to know that song.
I didn't know it until the Stranger Things one.
Interesting.
I don't remember the song at all. It wasn't until I saw Stranger Things I was like, was that in the movie?
Yeah.
And somebody had to be like, yes, it was. So I blocked that song out of my head.
Yeah, I didn't have any recollection of it until that Stranger Things scene, and that was probably the last scene of Stranger Things that I saw.
I've had a heavy ingestion of new wave in the last 20 years, so Kaja Gugu, of course, with Too Shy, have come up before quite often in my music diet. So for me to hear Neverending Story, also by Kaja Gugu, yeah, I've definitely heard that song way more than I've seen the movie.
What was it about The Neverending Story that you think appealed to your younger self, Steve?
Like other kids, I was watching movies about kids going through dark stuff, and I think it's probably you see these children having the courage to face these dark things, and it gives you a sort of a boost to your confidence and to your spirit, for lack of a better word. So it might have been it.
Do you have any memories that stick out as pertains to this film? Any times where you remember vividly watching it or watching it with a friend or anything like that? Reenacting events from the movie? Playing?
No, I don't. And it's one of the few movies where it's it impacted me, but I don't have any strong actual grounded memories associated with it, which I think is a reason why I was I better not rewatch it, because I kind of like it where it is in my brain right now.
Yeah. I mean, you put it on the list, though.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah, we didn't go through diaries or anything like that.
Yeah.
To find this. So you think that your cautious aversion to this movie has something to do with kind of a visceral nostalgia of how you felt as a little kid watching it? Not anything too specific?
It might be, because I remember loving it. And I remember it being I need to keep this love in this box and never open it. And the word of mouth I heard is everyone told me how much they hated watching it as an adult. And I was like, oh, I can't do that to this movie. I need this.
Yeah, so the scrutiny is something that kept you away. You didn't want to damage how, like a young love, you didn't want to look back with adult eyes and have it maybe not be so rosy.
Yeah, because I loved The Mask like every other little boy when they watched it, and it made us all inspire us to be even more annoying little boys, which I'm sorry, ladies.
Wasn't your fault, Steve.
Yeah.
It was Jim Carrey's.
But I saw The Mask as when I was 10 years ago, and I was like, oh, this is terrible. This is just not funny at all. Every joyous thing that came from this is just gone.
Yeah.
I can't do that with Neverending Story.
Can you imagine watching Son of the Mask now?
Oh, God. I might enjoy it more because at least I know it's shit.
It's funny to think about all the movies that like made us be bad or irritating to the opposite sex, to people we were courting.
And that behavior is so rewarded in that movie.
God. I mean, it's kind of still rewarded now. Like,
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah.
I mean,
at least there's some backlash now.
There's backlash, but then it turns out it makes you even more money. Like,
sure, right.
Andrew Tate would have a word about that. And
Yep. Yep. He's a guy who sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool we let him into the country, right, guys?
It's both sides, Josh. It's both sides.
Oh, God.
He's a huge sponsor of this show, Josh. Can you just ease up a little bit here?
What expectations do you have for your return to The Neverending Story?
I'm probably going not to love it as much as I used to, which is fine. Everything dies, which is I think what The Neverending Story is about.
That could be the tagline for this podcast. Probably.
Yeah. Everything dies. But I'm sure, because I rewatched Legend, and I still love Legend.
Okay.
I think it's the best Legend of Zelda story movie we've ever gotten. And Tom Cruise plays a good Link.
Yeah.
And the reason I appreciate dark fantasy, 80s dark fantasy specifically, is it's just all the attention to the details that you don't see these days anymore.
Sure. Yeah.
Like the atmosphere, the costumes, the sheer majesty of it all. Like, so I'm sure I'll still appreciate it with in that regard.
And it probably at least falls into the realm where almost everything's still practical.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if this was 7 years later, so much of it would be like terribly aged digital effects.
Yeah.
Where it's nigh unwatchable. Where can the audience find you, Steve?
Oh, they don't need to do that. I'd rather not be found.
What if it was a prospective writer who was looking to staff up their room?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's what'll happen here. You don't want to staff me up, first of all. But, I usually use my handle, Keep LA Angry. It's a good philosophy that we should all live.
Yeah.
But Keep LA Angry at Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky. So,
okay.
Yeah, if you want to.
Are you doing threads?
Every now and then I do a thread.
Okay.
But,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand the point of it, but...
Have you got into the bumper sticker business with that handle?
No. Perhaps I should.
What if that's what really takes off here? What if it's not like a prospective like showrunner who sees Steve, but just some print shop that's like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, I'm reading Mike Davis right now. I'm reading City of Quartz about how LA became as fucked up as it is. And the handle's apt. It's apropos.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I'll entertain. It's something I'll explore.
Yeah. You're gonna have to look into merchandising and get it out before this podcast episode drops.
Yeah. Otherwise, someone's gonna steal it.
Yeah.
If it hasn't been stolen already.
I mean, it is your fucking handle. Like, yeah, it has been out there for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, thank you for joining us and opening up your youth to the possibility of ruination.
I mean, I do it in every fellowship application. So.
Yeah, I mean, the more you deal with the trauma, maybe the more healthy it is.
I'm not gonna lie, even though I get annoyed year after year being like, I'm not gonna get in, it does help, it's like, oh yeah, this happened. I'm over it. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm more over it, or at least more over it now than you were the first time you filled out one of those fucking fellowship applications. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think something good is gonna come from this, guys. I think watching Neverending Story again.
Or maybe for the first time.
Or possibly for the first time. I think this is going to be it's going to yield results. positive results.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will.
Well, Steve, thanks for joining us, and we'll see everybody next week when we have watched The Neverending Story.
Yeah, we'll see
be
people
talking about
at the end of the story. Is that apropos? We'll see people.
Well, there's
on
a
the other side
sequel,
of this
so
thing.
we know it doesn't end.
Oh my god, I know. I don't think the author had much to do with that sequel, so
No, he
maybe
did not.
Okay. That's so
And
funny that
he had less to do. Funny thing is, I watched the sequel and the third one, and
There's a third one?
There's a third one, and it has a young Jack Black playing a bully, and it's fucking hilarious. And then, like, there's like, oh god, yeah, there's The Rock King. The Rock King has a musical song where he's, like, riding a rocky motorcycle with his little Rocky son. It's fucking terrible. You should watch it.
I was with you to the last line you just said.
I mean, I probably will because I'm that kind of asshole, but
I have to say, it's kind of worth watching for Jack Black's portrayal of this bully who's actually intellectual.
Sure, yeah.
It's like one of the few times we're like, wow, Jack Black is playing this role with nuance. Neverending Story 3, who would have thought? But
is it a different male lead in all three of them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and it's a different...
It's not Brandis it's not Brandis is the second one, right?
I don't remember. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see the third one.
Well, I can't wait to see the first one.
Well, Steve, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
That was another installment of The Unkind Rewind, mining our childhood for content, one film from a guest's past at a time. Unkind Rewind is a Munchcasts production and can be listened to wherever you download your podcasts and watched on the Unkind Rewind YouTube channel. Music for this and every other episode of Unkind Rewind was composed by Divorcio Suave. Rate, review, like, and subscribe to Unkind Rewind on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and Good Pods. Links to all of our social media accounts are in our show notes, but you'll find us as at Unkind Rewind Pod on Letterboxd and nearly every social media platform, all of which can be found at our website, unkindrewind.com. If you have a question, concern, complaint, or feedback, you can email the podcast at unkindrewindpod@gmail.com or call into our call-in line, area code 507-479-6440, and leave a message that can be played on air. Fans should join the Munchcast Discord to discuss this or any other episode of the Unkind Rewind with like-minded people. This dialogue may just make it into a future episode of the pod. The Unkind Rewind Patreon will be coming soon, so start squirreling that pocket change away. Thank you for listening to the Unkind Rewind.